What's up, y'all? It's Ty in this video. Today, we're going to be going over each and every one of the new 4 Flash players added into NBA 2K25 MyTEAM. Talking about how good each and every one of them are, and are they worth you guys picking up for your squad. Now, it is important to note, these cards featured in this flash drop are, again, I'm not going to hate on them, but they're just going to be super rare. And so it's one of those things that we have to realize is that these cards are going to be extremely rare. And it is what it is. You know, like even the Galaxy Opals are probably going to be relatively expensive just because of how rare these flash cards are. So as long as we know that, as long as we understand that, I think it's going to be a lot easier to go through these cards, because the Galaxy Opals are probably going to be the cards that I'm, hype up the most today. Jrue Holiday as well as JaVale McGee are cards that do definitely excite me as we do dive into this thing today. If you're new to the channel, please smash that subscribe button. I really do appreciate all the support. Let's start off with Galaxy Opal Jrue Holiday. 6'5", 6'7" wingspan, Jrue base on very quick. The leaner's obviously not ideal. Hot spots from everywhere, 95 speed, great defensively. There's really nothing I can do to hate on this card. I think Jrue Holiday is going to be extremely good on this game. The thing for me, or the hard part for me, when I am looking at this for Jrue, is it's just like, again, the card's going to be really rare, and he does not get a change of that Jrue Holiday leaner. So that's the one thing for me that I am thinking about for Jrue, is it's like, I just wish he got the change leaner. Everything else about Jrue Holiday, I think, looks extremely solid. That is just the one kind of thing that I'm like, oof, I wish that leaner was slightly better. Because again, the 3-ball is good. The defense is immaculate. And if, you get this unsellable Jrue Holiday somehow, some way, the card is going to be extremely good. So I like Jrue Holiday. I think the card can play at an extremely high level. JaVale McGee up next. 7 feet tall, 7'6" wingspan here. Hotspots from a 3 out of 5 places around the arc. 85 3-ball, 87 speed. Again, defensively solid. Can play that power forward position, which is obviously helpful here. JaVale McGee base on very quick. What is that going to look like? At the time I'm recording this video, I don't know. Like, I genuinely do not know what that release is going to look like for JaVale McGee. But the card looks extremely good. And so that's the one thing that I'm, kind of holding on to is, again, when I'm looking at JaVale, he looks like he can play the 4, can play the 5. As long as that release isn't super bad, I think JaVale McGee is going to be a really solid, really stout card that is going to be able to play at the very highest level. So that's kind of my opinion on JaVale McGee. I think the card is so elite on this game, pending that release. Dennis Rodman up next. I can never get behind Dennis Rodman. Like, pause. But I can never get behind it, because it's just one of those things. It's like, for me, I don't like that release. And so, that's the one thing that I'm thinking about for Dennis Rodman, is it's like, if I don't like the release, how am I gonna, really like Dennis Rodman? You just can't. Pat Ewing base on very quick, debug dribble style. Normal 2 leaner just seems crazy. Like, does that leaner not seem crazy to you guys? Like, normal 2 leaner, it's fine, but I would just rather have the normal leaner at this stage. Debug dribble style. His movement's gonna be fine. He's basically an invincible card when you look at his stats. The 88 3-ball I wish was a little bit higher. But it's like, at the end of the day, he's Dennis Rodman. At the end of the day, he's just not going to be ideal. He's just not going to be great. He's fine. But again, I just wish the card was slightly better. So that's the main thing for me that I'm looking at with Dennis Rodman, is I just wish the card was that slightly better. James Worthy up next. 97 3-ball, 99 speed, 99 everything. He is an invincible card. John Wall base, Al Horford upper on very quick. It's one of those things for James Worthy. Like, I feel like his release, because the Al Horford upper isn't that great, so we'll have to see what it's like here. Sees the Pro 2 leaner. They gave him the Fox dribble style. I mean, that's fine, I guess. I think James Worthy is going to be extremely good on this game. Again, the problem for me, as always, is it's just like, I don't know I just don't know how, how optimistic I can be about James Worthy. Like, again, he is 6'9" at the small forward position. The card looks good. I'm just eager to see what this release looks like. Again, that Al Horford upper, I feel like, has been one that has kind of limited the James Worthy cards this year. Now, granted, we've just seen his release on normal timing. Now we're seeing it on very quick, which should help out a lot. 6'9" at the 3 should be solid. As far as movement, I mean, it is what it is. I'm never really a dribble head anyways. And so, yeah, that's where I'm at with James Worthy. I think the card is good. I think the card is a really solid card for you guys. It's just one of those things. When we're looking at James Worthy, is he going to be worth picking up? No, because the card number 1 is going to be super rare. And number 2, he is going to be super expensive on this game. So how would I rank these cards from top to bottom? I do think James Worthy's your best card. I'd go Jrue Holiday 2, JaVale McGee 3, and Dennis Rodman 4. And I know people aren't going to like that, but Dennis Rodman is a 6'7" small forward at this stage with the Pat Ewing on very quick. It's tough for me to be super hype about that type of a card at this stage of my team. So that's just kind of the one thing about it for my opinion on Dennis Rodman is, again, I don't hate the card. I don't think the card is that bad, that poor, but that is the one thing that I'm seeing with Dennis Rodman that I'm just, obviously looking at for the card. So that's my opinion. You guys can let me know your thoughts on these 3 cards. As always with these flash drops, it's tough for me to be super optimistic. Always. Like, it's really hard because how many people are running these cards? Like, if you play the game, how many people do you guys see with these cards? Like, I think it's just so rare to see anybody with these type of cards at this stage. So that's just kind of the one thing as well that I do want to hit on is these cards are just so rare. And so it's really tough for me to be super optimistic about them. But that's what we get for these players being in super packs. I mean, it's not a surprise that these players are as rare as they are, considering they are all in super packs. That's the only way to get these cards. It's the only way to obtain these cards. So at the end of the day, it ultimately is what it is. That's gonna be it for my video today. Am I gonna pick any of these cards up? No. If I were, it'd probably be Jrue Holiday, JaVale McGee. And again, I guess I should say, if their prices end up being super cheap, both of those cards, especially JaVale McGee, because I don't need a point guard, JaVale McGee on my No Money Spent squad series could be a card I definitely look to pick up for my squad today. But let me know your thoughts on these 4 cards, as well as the flash super packs. Like, are you guys like me? Are you guys over the whole flash super packs, or are you guys, enjoying it, right? Like, let me know that down below in the comments as well. Drop a like on the video, guys. Subscribe if you are new, and as always, man, I love you guys, and have a blessed day.